A fisherman in East Africa flips a tilapia toward the river. Before the splash finishes its sentence, a white-headed shape knifes across the surface, snatches the fish, and climbs like it owns the sky. That cry isn't the wind, it's the African fish eagle laying down the rules. Here's the twist. That attitude, that hooked beak, that "this airspace is mine" energy belongs to one of more than 60 cousins spread from rainforest ladders to polar seas. How did a single bird family claim so many horizons? And what invisible thread links a fish thief in Africa to a cliff king in Alaska? To find out, we have to meet the clan and a few of its drama queens. Number 1. The family tree that learned to fly everywhere. Eagle isn't a neat box. It's our nickname for the heavy-duty raptors inside the accipitrid clan. The booted or true eagles, Aquila types like Golden, Steppe, and Imperial, specialize in mountains, cliffs, and wide-open country. Sea eagles, Haliitis and friends, work coasts, rivers, and lakes. Bald, white-tailed, stellars, white-bellied, and the African fish eagle. Then there are specialists that look like cousins in the same uniform but train for different jobs. Snake eagles, hawk eagles, and rainforest bruisers. Most species live across Eurasia and Africa. The Americas and Australia host a leaner caste. The family resemblance isn't color, it's purpose. Heavy talons, a precision beak, eyes that treat distance like a toy. They aren't the fastest flyers or the longest migrants, but they are the all-rounders, the "give me a terrain and I'll solve it" crew. Their signature trick is simple to say, hard to master. Turn the shape of a landscape into a hunting plan. Number 2. Titans of forest and mountain. Picture a rainforest skyscraper. The Harpy eagle climbs it like a firefighter, then blasts through green tunnels with wings short enough to corner between vines and power to spare. Talons like bear claws, legs like a weightlifter. Its cousin, the Philippine eagle, the long-haired rebel with a serious stare, hunts in the canopy's half-light where sunlight shows up late. In Africa, crowned and martial eagles hold apex with zero irony. Deep chests, heavy feet, patrol routes as precise as bus timetables. When they look through you, it feels like your bones just got weighed. If mountains are your thing, the golden eagle writes poetry on wind. Long, even wings, a tail that works like a rudder. It reads ridge lines the way a sailor reads currents, then folds its wings and turns gravity into a dance partner. Australia's wedge-tailed eagle adds the marathoner's calm, wide wings, long tail, and an unhurried glide that makes horizons blink first.
Number 3. The water kings and their comeback arcs.
Sea eagles are shoreline aristocrats. The bald eagle headlines North America's lakes and coasts. The white-tailed eagle patrols fjords and estuaries across Europe and Asia like a feathered tugboat. In the North Pacific, stellar sea eagle stands on winter ice like a refrigerator with wings. South and east, the white-bellied sea eagle stitches together bays from India to Australia. In Africa, that bold yodel belongs to the fish eagle, the sound of water itself. Here's the hopeful curve. Comebacks. Bald eagles crashed under toxic chemicals and habitat loss, then rebounded when people fixed water quality, protected nests, and made power lines safer. White-tailed eagles were reintroduced to parts of Western Europe with slow releases and community buy-in. Now old coastlines remember their shadows. It isn't magic, it's maintenance. Clear the runway and eagles land.
Number 4. The rarest voice, Madagascar's ghost of the mangroves. The Madagascar Fish Eagle is a headline that rarely gets read. It hugs a thin strip of northwest coasts and lakes where fish feed families and forests have shrunk. Status? Scary low. Think only a couple hundred mature birds, not thousands. Habitat loss, nest disturbance, and competition for fish pull at the same fraying rope. When your entire species is measured in dozens of pairs, one bad season isn't a blip, it's structural. The fix looks boring on paper, which is exactly why it works. Guard nest trees, keep buffers around mangroves, partner with local fishers so the eagle becomes a neighbor instead of a rival. When numbers are tight, small wins stack big. The bigger message echoes the sea eagles. Change the human rhythm and the sky answers. Number 5. Nomads of open country, steppe, desert, and edge. Open a map from Eastern Europe through Central Asia and meet the steppe eagle, a traveler that treats migration like a commute. It rises on pillars of warm air for hours, then drops like a hammer when opportunity flashes. Sharing the arena are tawny eagles, the imperial pair, Spanish and Eastern, and bonellis, the agile athlete of rocky hillsides. Together they show another family trait, adaptability. If forests are stairwells and seas are highways, grasslands are chessboards, and these birds play the long game. Their risks are modern and fixable. Exposed power lines, poisoned baits aimed at other animals, shrinking open land. Solutions aren't mysteries. Bury or mark wires, protect nesting cliffs, guard key feeding sites, and stop shortcuts that trigger cascading harm. Practical changes, outsized payoffs. In the Americas, the cast is simpler, but the logic holds. Bald eagles track water. Golden eagles trace mountains and basins. 2 strategies, 1 continent, no turf war required. Number 6. How to spot an eagle without a field guide. Start with the silhouette. Eagles have authority in their outline. A head that projects beyond the leading edge, long, evenly broad wings, and a tail that's more rudder than ribbon. If it looks like a flying door with a hooked front, you're in the neighborhood. Next, the flight style. Eagles commit to soaring. Big circles, efficient glides, remarkably few flaps for the distance they cover. Context is a shortcut. Near coasts, think sea eagles. Over ridges and open basins, think aquila types like golden, steppe, or tawny. In dense tropical forest, the bulkier ladder climbers, harpy, crowned, Philippine, are the likely stars. Sound adds a layer. Bald eagles don't deliver the movie trailer shriek people expect. Their calls are lighter, almost piping. African fish eagles, by contrast, sell a landscape in one bold, yodel-like line. Behavior seals it. Sea eagles loaf on tall snags with panoramic water views. Goldens trace ridges like surveyors with wings. Crowned and martial eagles sit deep, scanning with a slow, heavy head turn that says, "Yes, I saw you." Size can trick you. A large hawk up close can fake the bulk of a distant eagle, so trust wing plan, head projection, and the "I belong up here" posture.
Number 7. Lightning World Roll Call. North America. Bald and golden. One rules lakes and coasts, the other rules mountains and open country. Europe. White-tailed along shorelines and fjords, golden on highlands, Spanish imperial in the Iberian mosaic. Across Eurasia, steppe and eastern imperial move like traveling weather. Pallas's fish eagle haunts giant rivers. Stellar's sea eagle anchors the North Pacific. Down into Africa, Verreaux's eagle peers off basalt cliffs. Tawny and steppe drift like seasons. The black eagle floats along forested hills. Crowned and martial hold the apex license with the "don't try this at home" stare. South and Central America, the harpy headlines the tropics, with ornate and black and white hawk eagles adding canopy flair. Australia, white-bellied sea eagle cruises harbors. Wedge-tailed eagle writes long essays on thermals over the outback. Most species cluster in Eurasia and Africa, but the smaller casts in the Americas and Australia are no less iconic. And this list is alive. Climate nudges ranges. Land use redraws borders. Reintroductions bring ghosts back to old skies. When a silhouette returns to a coast that forgot its shadow, that isn't luck, it's a receipt for work done right. Across forest ladders, sea edges, steppes, and deserts, the global eagle family runs on one rule: read a landscape better than anything else can. That's why an African fish eagle can steal a fish mid-ripple, why a golden can surf a storm front like it invented the sport, and why a white-tailed can reclaim a coastline after a century away. Different feathers, same engine. Vision, patience, precision. The human part isn't glamorous. Guard nest trees and cliffs, keep water clean. Mark or bury dangerous wires, and give wild places a little quiet. Do that, and the sky answers back with silhouettes that mean home on every continent.